A missed train. In the heart of London, the atmosphere at King's Cross Station was always frantic, more so during the early morning rush hour. People, with coffees in hand and earphones plugged in, hurried along, their minds preoccupied with the day ahead. Amid this chaos, there was Eleanor, a tall, statuesque woman with auburn hair, standing still and looking utterly lost. Eleanor was not new to London. In fact, she had spent the better part of her life there. But today was different. Today, she was supposed to board a train to Edinburgh for a conference that had the potential to define her career. She had everything planned down to the last detail: her presentation, the attire she'd wear, the train she'd catch. But, as fate would have it, her alarm failed to ring, and she missed her train. She stood there, staring at the electronic board, watching as the name Edinburgh faded away, replaced by other destinations. The weight of disappointment pressed heavily on her, but she tried to brainstorm solutions. She could take the next train, but she'd be late for her presentation. She could cancel, but the thought of missing this golden opportunity was unbearable. As she grappled with her predicament, a gentle voice interrupted her thoughts. "Missed your train?" Eleanor turned to see an older woman, her silver hair neatly tied in a bun, eyes crinkling with warmth. She looked like the kind of person who had heard countless stories and had a few of her own to tell. "I did," Eleanor sighed. "It was extremely important." The older woman smiled kindly. "I've missed many trains in my life, both literal and metaphorical. But I've found that sometimes, the universe has a way of ensuring you're exactly where you need to be." Eleanor looked puzzled. "What do you mean?" "I mean, maybe you were meant to miss this train. Perhaps there's something else awaiting you here, or maybe this delay will lead you to an even bigger opportunity." Eleanor pondered the idea. "It's a nice thought, but I can't see how this could be beneficial." The two began conversing, and Eleanor learned that the older woman, Clara, had once been a renowned researcher. She had missed out on many opportunities, but in retrospect, those moments led her to paths she'd never imagined, filled with personal and professional growth. As they talked, Eleanor received a call. It was from the conference organizer, informing her that due to unforeseen circumstances, the event was postponed to the next day. Eleanor was flooded with relief. When she looked up, Clara was gone. Eleanor asked around, but no one remembered seeing an older woman matching Clara's description. Grateful for the mysterious encounter, Eleanor boarded the next train to Edinburgh, her belief reaffirmed that sometimes, the universe indeed has mysterious ways of ensuring everything falls into place. The missed train was not a setback but a serendipitous delay that allowed Eleanor to attend her conference and meet a guiding spirit in Clara. Double burger. As the sun began its descent over the city of New York, the neon lights of diners, bars, and restaurants started to twinkle. Among them, Rocky's Retro Diner, a 50s-themed restaurant, stood out, with its iconic jukebox, checkered floors, and chrome bar stools. It was a place where stories converged, friendships blossomed, and tonight, where destiny would take a peculiar turn. Jordan, an up-and-coming food critic with a sharp wit and even sharper taste buds, had always despised fast food. Tonight, he was at Rocky's on a challenge. His colleague had bet that he couldn't resist the allure of Rocky's famous double burger. A concoction of double beef patties, melted cheese, a secret sauce, lettuce, and pickles, all sandwiched between perfectly toasted buns. It was a crowd favorite, known to many as the best in New York. Sat opposite Jordan was Eliza, his best friend from college and now a celebrated chef. She watched with amusement as Jordan, with a look of disdain, took his first bite. But what happened next was unexpected. Jordan's eyes widened, and his usual articulate self was rendered speechless. This is extraordinary," he finally exclaimed, much to Eliza's amusement. As they laughed and chatted, a tall, elderly man with a silver beard approached their table. "Enjoying the double burger, I see," he said, his eyes gleaming with mischief. Jordan nodded. "It's genuinely a masterpiece." The man chuckled. "Thank you. I created it." Jordan and Eliza soon learned that the man, Alfred, was the original owner of Rocky's and the mastermind behind the iconic double burger. Alfred shared the story of how he traveled the world, experimenting with flavors, before perfecting the burger's secret sauce. The sauce was a blend of spices and ingredients from different cultures, representing unity and harmony. As the night wore on, the diner filled with the soft hum of conversations, laughter, and the classic tunes from the jukebox. Alfred, Jordan, and Eliza shared stories, dreams, and aspirations, forming an unlikely bond. They realized that, like the ingredients of the double burger, their diverse backgrounds and experiences were essential in making their stories rich and flavorful. Jordan penned an article about the diner, not just praising the double burger but also emphasizing the importance of unity, diversity, and the blending of cultures. The article went viral, bringing Rocky's back to its former glory. But beyond the success and fame, the encounter at Rocky's served as a reminder to Jordan, Eliza, and everyone who read the article. Life, much like a burger, is best enjoyed when diverse elements come together harmoniously. And sometimes, a simple double burger can offer profound insights into the essence of life and unity. My little darling. The streets of Paris echoed with sounds of rain and romance. Light reflected off wet cobblestones, creating a shimmering pathway. In a small, tucked-away apartment near the Seine, Eleanor adjusted her grandmother's antique mirror and took a deep breath, her reflection staring back with a mix of hope and uncertainty. Eleanor, a young musician, had moved from the English countryside to Paris with dreams of performing in the city's famous opera houses. Music was in her blood, inherited from her grandmother, a once celebrated soprano in Paris during the 1930s. Apart from her passion, Eleanor had another compelling reason for being in Paris. She had grown up listening to stories about her grandmother's romance with a dashing French violinist named Julien. Their love story had been vibrant but short-lived, interrupted by the war. When the conflict ended, Eleanor's grandmother returned to England, heartbroken, carrying with her only a single photograph of Julian and a handwritten song titled My Little Darling. This very song lay open on Eleanor's piano now, its notes waiting to be awakened. Eleanor began to play, her voice filling the room, an ethereal tribute to a bygone era and a love that once was. Unbeknownst to her, outside her window, an old man had paused, umbrella in hand, captivated by the melody that eerily resembled something from his past. Tears filled his eyes as memories flooded back. Once the song ended, there was a soft knock on Eleanor's door. The old man introduced himself as Andrei, Julian's younger brother. He had recognized the song, having heard Julian play it countless times, reminiscing about his lost love. Over cups of tea, Andrei shared tales of Julian's life post-war, how he had searched for Eleanor's grandmother but fate had kept them apart. Julian had passed away a few years ago, but he left behind a legacy, a music school for underprivileged children. Moved by the stories and the connection, Eleanor decided to join the school as a teacher, hoping to impart the love for music she had inherited. It was there, amidst young, eager students, that Eleanor discovered a sense of purpose. She might have initially come to Paris chasing dreams of grandeur, but she found contentment in nurturing budding talent. Eleanor often performed My Little Darling at recitals, introducing it as a tribute to love, serendipity, and the interconnectedness of life. The song became a symbol, a testament to the fact that sometimes, in the most unexpected ways, life comes full circle, intertwining past and present.